to Goose Grocer, the app that will help you optimize your spending in groceries and your meal plan. So I'm going to quickly demo a lot of the features in this 3-minute short clip. I will not go through in detail, but I will move very quickly to showcase all the features. First of all, we have the flyer parser. Users are able to input a flyer and have an output of analyzing the flyer and what product and the price are on the flyer. This can work for multiple prices on a single flyer. Here is a bit of our homepage. We are Team Geomatics, that is us. And the main part of our product is essentially the Gemini AI API that is used to, for example, take a grocery list, we have some preset ones, and just break it down. So we have items, the actual items in our database, and then its actual prices. So we can compare prices between certain supermarkets such as No Frills, Food Basic, Walmart, and we found that in this case for these two products, Food Basics was the best. So it highlights it like this. And this is pulled directly from our data set that we have. We can sort by different parameters, for example, and as you can see, red is the most expensive and green is the least expensive. And you can also search by individual product. Now, moving on to the weekly, the meal planner, we can, for example, have chicken pasta for 2. We can search up any meal, we can browse by cuisine and randomize, but I'm just going to use chicken pasta for 2. It has rice, I'm not really sure why, but it breaks this down, it breaks down the ingredients, and has the cost for the food. We can actually add it to our schedule later on. I'm not going to do it to show the schedule later, but here it is, the schedule. We can choose which types of food we want per week. For example, I want these random things. Well, these are all the items that we have and the times per week we're going to have them. We can increase the amount of times we have them per week, and here we can actually indicate which slots we want to eat what on each day a week. I'm just going to auto-generate it because I'm lazy. And here we can see at the bottom that all of this is here. We have our schedule, and we can create a shopping plan. Right. So here are some basic items. I preset this in advance just for the demo, but we can, for example, download a shopping list based on this. And if you open the shopping list up, we have a text file that can be converted to a PDF, or you can copy and paste it to Google Docs, and you can print it when you actually go shopping. So that's very neat. So let's, I guess, move on to the final part, the bulk prep. The recipe book is related to saving recipes, but it currently doesn't contain anything. Just an unnamed recipe from earlier that you can constantly add to. But the bulk prep, essentially, for example, if you want to bulk or maintain high protein meals for 6 days a week, it calculates this. Here are some of the ingredients, the cost per day, and the total grocery cost, recommending Food Basics. And we can download the prep list. But that is all for Goose Grocer. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.